All right.
Go live.
I'm not ready for this. We're going live. We'll just do it live. Doing it live?
And we're doing it live. Okay, I'm trying to get my video up here and see.
All right.
Oops.
Oh, I got it. Hey, look at those guys.
All right. Is it just under the videos tab?
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah. There you go. You're live. You're
All
tuned
right.
in. Look at you.
Look at that.
You could even write a comment.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. So you like the course?
Dude, it's awesome.
Pretty
It's
cool,
awesome.
right?
Yeah.
Got some Axialfest gates.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you know, Andy and Brad were talking about doing Twister this week. They were going to play Twister first.
Yeah, we'll
on
leave
the
that
game.
to them.
Yeah, and I was like, no, we're going to leave that to them. And
Yeah, I'll let them do
You
that.
know.
I don't need to do that.
Right. So.
I don't need to do that. Hey, early people tuning in. Steve Williamson from Central Valley. Nice. I'm gonna guess that's Bakersfield area. Is that Central Valley?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Nice. Oh, there's
Brad
Brad.
Brucker. Oh, there's Brad.
He's supposed to be playing Twister, you said.
Right, they're going to be, yeah, he's getting the Twister board. That's what the problem was. They were on back order. So he couldn't get the Twister game because they're going to play that next week.
Oh.
So Andy and Brad will be playing Twister.
Twister's on back order.
Yeah.
That seems strange.
Yeah, that's what they kept claiming. So
seems
I think that,
Yeah.
they're going to have it for next time.
We need to see who goes first here.
All right.
Who's going first?
We're going to play a game.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh, there's one for you.
All right.
2 out of 3. All right, one for
tied.
me. Oh, man, all right.
All right.
Tackle it. You're on. You get to run a course.
All right. So Andy and Brad are going to be jealous about this one because we actually get to play on a little rock crawling course.
Yeah, they might be a little jealous there.
And you know what the other cool part about it, coming down here?
Oh, you got
Free shirt.
Got a cool shirt.
Got a cool shirt.
Cool shirt.
These guys hooked me up.
See if you can keep it on all fours. Well, hopefully everybody's digging the
Gate.
cone, the SCX24. Got yours on order. They're shipping this week, I think. They shipped, I want to say the 29th.
Yeah, they shipped
little
on
guys.
Friday, right?
So,
So everybody's starting to get them.
Yeah.
These things are awesome. And no, we ain't saying that because I work here. I'm saying because they really are awesome. They're pretty fun.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with how they're working. Hi, Jeffrey Zinger and Tristan, what's up? Oh, we already got a request for a Northeastern Axialfest, so we'll have to pull that off. Well, while Rich is driving, I'll just chime in and say, how you guys doing? I'm RD. This is Rich. Both here with Horizon, Axial, and
Excited to be talking about Axialfest
we're
2019.
Here, yep, here to talk about Axialfest 2019 up at Donner Ski Ranch. I didn't get my ski report today, but I did find out Team DPC, our locals up there, and I was requesting some ski report, some snow report information from them up at Donner Ski Ranch. So they might chime in and say,
okay, good. Yeah,
there's
it'd be
still
good to know.
25,000 feet of snow up there.
Yeah. It's been crazy because, as Randall and the guys know here, I was traveling, and I'm watching the news, and it's like rain and snow and hail and like beach closures for thunder and lightning or something. I mean, we're drama queens here with the beaches. I get it, but still, it's like, come on, are you serious? When's summer going to start?
Right.
And then we need to get the snow to melt. And I saw that report about Mammoth, but either way, we're going to have a good time.
Oh, absolutely. You know. Did you see, speaking of just crazy things happening, did you see that big giant boulder that fell, that slid down the mountainside in Colorado?
Oh,
and
yeah. They had
covered the highway and
right.
had to blow it up. Just weird. Mother Nature is just having a heyday right now. So
yeah, my daughters live in Omaha, and I guess they're dealing with all kinds of stuff over there. So.
Nice.
All right. Here comes a line
Yes.
that I keep flipping off.
Zinger has already called me out. Redemption 5K Axial Fest 2019. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I did start the Ultra 5K at Proline by the Fire, and on my second lap, I smoked the motor. Right out of the gate at the start line, I saw it was kind of running slow and sluggish, so I wasn't sure how far it was going to make it. It didn't make it, so I'm gunning for Axial Fest.
You're gunning for
2019.
Axial Fest to make that happen?
Yep, I am coming back with a vengeance. I'm going to take out Mike Thompson. I'm going to take him out. I'm going to smoke him.
You did mention that.
Yeah. I mean, it might be like it with a sweeping kick, but I'm going to take him out.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
You need my help, just let me know.
Yeah.
I'll jump out of the bushes or something.
There you go.
I got your back, Randall.
There you go.
Right now, I'm just trying to keep from flipping off the side of this hill.
It's a long ways down over there on the edge.
I know. Sorry, guys. I'm so distracted by driving this thing that it's like...
That's all right. That's all right.
We all kind
It's
of
fun to
know how it
watch.
is.
It's fun to watch. So I'll bring up, it's almost my turn anyways to drive, but I'll bring up registration is closing, I believe, at the end of the month, the 31st.
Right.
So if you guys haven't registered for Axial Fest 2019 yet, I really suggest you get on the ball and get your registration in. The tickets available are 2-day tickets and 4-day tickets.
Right.
During registration, you also get to pick your camping spot size. Your camping spot size is either a tent space, which is a 20 by 20, or an RV space, which is, I think...
It's 20 by 50?
20 by 50?
Yeah, 20 by 50.
I think so, yep.
And if you got, like Andy keeps saying, if you got a big baller RV, they'll make special accommodations for you.
Yeah, you'll need to call ahead and let them know.
Yeah.
Make some special arrangements for that. So definitely, the links are on the Facebook page.
And I think it's
Go
2
get
days
registered.
left, right? It's the 31st.
It's the 31st.
So
yeah.
Pre-reg closes the 31st, and as the guys have been mentioning, we have a special VIP look at a new product, but you have to be pre-registered. We are going to hold to that. So don't
sneak
show
peek?
up on the weekend and expect to be able to get in and take a look. We got some pretty cool stuff here for the pre-reg guys. So make sure you guys pre-register. If you've been thinking about it, you got 2 days to do it. I'm looking through some of the notes here too.
My cheat sheet.
Yeah, Brad was responding to Jimmy about the fact you can buy or you can find the little boxes on our blogs, so you can print those little things out. They're actually really cool.
Oh yeah, we need more of those.
Yeah,
They are pretty cool. For all the
you already answered about the SX 1024, right?
the ship date.
When's it going to be available?
Yeah,
you
it's
answered that
all
one.
available on pre-order. I believe they were shipping from the warehouse on the 29th, so they're going to be in stores any day. I expect them to fly off the shelf, just because I think this is a really cool car.
Corey, he says June 7th on the event page. Corey, if that's true, that may have been a last second. As I know, it was ending on the 31st, so we're going to keep going with that date. If you do have any questions, and if you're going to wait, want to wait.
Dead.
You're going to recover it now.
No, I'm not going to recover that one.
But you may want to double check on that, and if you can sign up sooner than that, you're better off doing that rather than waiting until June 7th. And if it does show that, they'll probably be fixing that for us. Let me fix Randall. He needs more help. Let's see, what do we got? So we got here. Corey has a link there, so I can't click on the link right now.
Cool. What's the theme?
Theme is gaming.
Game theme.
Game theme.
What does that cover?
Everything.
Everything?
Shoots and ladders, Monopoly, video games, your favorite characters from video games. It could be also, any type of board game. Dice. I mean, you name it. That's the fun part about it. I've actually got to see if I can hit up my painter to see if he's going to paint something up for me. I'm going to cheat a little bit.
Ooh. Can I get in on that?
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to hit him up.
Get on that.
So Bradley, if you happen to email pretty soon, because I need some help. Let's see here.
I need a custom painted bomber.
Stephen Williamson, that's a very good question. I'll be dead honest. I haven't been following Andy and Brad when it comes to that question. 2-day pre-registered people get all the same perks as 4-day. I believe so, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's still the same thing. Pre-registered is pre-registered. So you're good to go. Let's see here. What else do we got here? Is it just buying your ticket, or is the place you have to register also? James, don't quite understand your question, so maybe you can clarify that. you wouldn't mind.
Let's go over just kind of the camping spots. It's the two spot types are tent and RV. There's no saving spots, so you can't rope off a big giant area to have all your buddies camp with you.
Right.
If you want to camp together, you guys need to meet somewhere outside of the camping area, down in Truckee or somewhere else, and all roll up into the registration together. That way, you guys can all be. You guys can all drive into the camping area together, so you can stay together that way.
Yeah. That's your best bet of making sure you guys are all hooked up.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to fit everybody in your little 20 by 20 space. I actually went to Stagecoach, and we had kind of that same setup. It was a 10 by 20 that we got in the car camp, and so in that 10 by 20, we had to fit our car and fit our tent.
Your tent and all your gear.
All in one space. And obviously, you become friends with your neighbors real quick because you're very close to each other.
Right.
But it's a lot of fun. I mean, I still stay in touch with the people we've met at Stagecoach. We still talk to them now.
That's awesome.
Because it was like such a cool experience to meet new people.
And that's what's been cool about Axialfest for me, too. It's like I've gone a few years. A couple of years I was there working a booth, and then became part of the team last year. And that's one of the things I noticed is just walking around how cool everybody was together. A lot of those people didn't know in a different area with Cisco, but still you meet so many new people, and you meet people from all over the world, and you become friends, especially online with social media. You can make contact through Facebook, Instagram, all that type of stuff. So it's a lot easier to make these friends and then have them for long term. So I think it's actually a really cool environment. I think you guys are going to like it a lot, especially for those that haven't been there. Yeah. Brad corrected me. Did you see that?
So it's 7th.
2-day. Well, yeah, and then also 2 days you get 1 raffle ticket.
The tickets are different.
Yeah,
that's correct.
And pre-registered 4 days you get 2 raffle tickets.
That's correct.
And we got a ton of cool stuff.
Yep. So 1 raffle ticket. I'm going to make a note so I know for next time.
Cody, yes, that's the new 124 scale that we're running. That we announced a couple weeks ago at actually the same weekend as Propane by the Fire, and then it has been shipping since Friday. Thursday or Friday it went out. So like Randall was saying, you can start seeing them in dealers. Yes. And if you haven't played with them, you got to try it. They're so much fun.
They're awesome. They are awesome. More stuff about camping is there's no pets, period, unless it's a service animal of some sort. So if you want to bring a service monkey, that might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. So no pets. And then generators, obviously there's no RV hookups, so generators are allowed, but there are quiet hours. I believe it's 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Also, respect your neighbors. If you got a generator, if you're in a tent camp and you're running a generator, just be mindful of it. Not all of them are quiet. I think there's actually a decibel limit that they might be imposing, so don't bring your whatever.
Your construction
site. Your Power Stroke. Right. Power Stroke construction generator.
Holy cow.
Yeah, we don't need that up there. It's going to be a mess.
And as ridiculous as that may sound to some of you guys, believe me, it'll happen if you don't say it.
Yeah.
Someone will bring it.
For sure. Some little shout out before I go to the next one. Chris Sona, he says Radical Red. So he must be a Jeep Jamboree attendee. I don't recall the last name, but that was a term that we used at Jeep Jamboree because our group was the red group, and so it was actually Righteous Red.
Oh, okay.
What it became, but he may remember that from there. So
cool.
Interesting. What's up? So no fires, no campfires. We will have one big main campfire in the camping area or in the vendor area. We haven't determined where it's going to be, but we will have one big main campfire.
Right.
But you are allowed to use propane stoves and grills to cook your food and whatnot if you need to, or jet boils with Mountain House if you're really down.
Yeah, there you go.
Fun.
Yep.
Motorized vehicles, that covers basically anything that's got a motor in it that's going to try to transport you around. They're not allowed. That's not just UTVs. That's also one wheels.
Right.
That's also hoverboards. That's also scooters.
Yeah.
That's also unmanly electric assisted bicycles. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. No motorized vehicles. That's basically just to help reduce the risk of unfortunate accidents or injuries that may occur.
Right. And Tristan, yeah, I hear you on the dog thing, but it is a potential issue, and that's why we did have to do no dogs without them being service animals. So it is what it is. We know some people are bummed about that, but I would have liked to have brought my lab as well.
Yeah.
But we got to honor that. You just never know. There's too many times you've seen stuff go down.
Yeah.
Even at full-size events, some people don't have the dogs on leashes. Some do, and someone gets bit.
Happens, yeah.
You know, you just never know. So
Yeah. Well, and it could change if we get back to Cisco Grove next year. It could change
Right.
because Cisco Grove's a campground.
right. Or another campground if Cisco Grove
Or
doesn't work
another
out.
campground.
Yeah, maybe that changes for next
Donner
year.
Ski Ranch. It's not really a specified developed campground, so there's a lot of open space per se, and there's a highway nearby, so it would be a real bummer if
Right.
if dogs were off leash, run around or whatever,
Yeah.
and something happened to the animals. So just for their safety, we're saying no pets this year.
Yep. Let's see here. There was another one. Stephen Williamson asking about how many trails this year. I still don't think we have the number laid out, but I know that we want to be at least what we had last year. And I think that was 11 with the handicap trail. Is that what
I
that
think
was called?
it was, yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like that?
I think so.
I know that our goal is to set up as many trails as possible and possibly, quite possibly, that many trails as we did last year. Again, one of the things that we've been dealing with is the snow. So laying these trails out, we haven't been able to quite go down there and nail it down. But I know the guys are heading there pretty soon. The last we'd heard, the Donner Ski Resort was saying that it was melting until this past weekend. But
They got some more?
I don't know for sure. I was out of town, so I
Right.
don't know. But whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. If you guys pre-registered, if you registered, you will have a good time. Whether we're on snow, on rock, through mud and dirt, we're going to have all kinds of awesome trails. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's
Yeah,
going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it.
Jetpack, is that all right? Can you use a jetpack?
A jetpack?
Yeah, jetpack. He wants to know.
Oh,
It's
motorized
jet-powered.
vehicle?
Yeah, he was just
Jet-powered?
wondering.
Who's bugging?
This is Matt Christopher.
No, jetpack.
Right.
No, I don't think we should allow a jetpack. I mean, because that'd be weird if you're
Yeah.
flying a jetpack and you're driving the RC car on trail. I mean,
Right.
it's supposed to be hiked, not flown about.
This is a good question. I don't know the answer to this one. What about propane fire pits? Is that technically a barbecue? I don't know.
That's a real good question. I would say it would be allowed because it's contained. It's propane.
Right.
That would definitely be a really good question to ask Brad about.
Yeah,
or-
Brad or Andy.
or Andy to ask about, yeah.
Andy's
Not
been,
quite sure.
Andy's the main point guy when it comes to handling a lot of this stuff with the Donner Ski Resort and all that stuff. So that would probably be our best bet to ask him.
Brad said no.
Brad said no. All right. Never
Sounds
mind, guys.
good.
Done.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Let's see.
Food. There will be food available at the ski ranch. There will not be
Right.
food trucks. Bring your food. Take a trip down to Truckee if you really have to. There's a lot of good places to eat down there. It's not very far down the highway. And support Donner Ski Ranch. They have some really good food.
Yeah.
I've eaten there several years at We Rock events and
Yeah.
the old days of West Coast Championships.
Yeah, that's
they
gonna be
have
nice.
really good food. I would definitely support them if at all possible. You know, if you haven't brought your own food.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. What's up, Mike? Appreciate that. But I'm looking forward to next week again. Andy and Brad Twister. That's going to be cool.
I might have nightmares. Stop bringing it up. I might have nightmares with that. Bathrooms. There are bathrooms at the ski resort, but there'll also be a bathroom trailer. There will be a shower trailer.
Right.
Both of those will be getting cleaned on a regular basis. So,
And I heard they're actually really nice. Andy was talking about how nice
Yeah.
the showers were.
Yeah.
That it's not just some hose and a sprinkler
Right.
head or anything like that. It's
Right,
actually
right.
really nice. So
yeah, I've
That should
done
be pretty
a couple of other rock crawling competitions where they had the bathroom trailers, which was really impressive. It's like a toy hauler trailer basically, but it's got all bathroom stalls in it.
Oh, no
So
kidding.
it's got water, it's got the black tank, the gray
Wow.
tank, fresh water, water pump, generator. It's got all the stuff in it. So
Oh, wow.
you have everything in there that you might need.
nice.
So just respect it. It's got to be shared. So
Right.
respect the restrooms, respect the showers.
Yep. What else we got?
Classes. What classes are there?
A lot of classes.
Educational classes? Like, do we have training classes this year? No.
Well, we got the rock racing classes,
Yep.
and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't remember all of them.
Oh, there was a bunch. There was some 1.9,
Right.
1.9 stock, 1.9 unlimited.
Right.
And
So we had, because we actually broke it down this year and kind of condensed some of the
2.2s.
classes because we were kind of
Yep.
doing a bunch of stuff. So
Yep.
there's a 1.9 stock, a 2.2 stock, then there was the 2.2 open, 1.9 open, and then there was was it 14 and under? I think is the
Yeah,
other
there was
class as
kids,
well.
yeah.
There's a
Kids
kids class
class,
as
yep,
well.
Yep.
So,
So it'll get sorted out. I know that last year at Axialfest, it kind of got, for the rock racing, they had a whole bunch of classes kind of set up, and then once they started to see the vehicles that were showing up and the number of vehicles that were showing up, they started breaking it apart into different segments to really
Right.
make it fair for everybody. So
Right.
I would expect we'll be doing the same thing again this year. There's also classes for concourse, the show and shine.
right.
All of that stuff can be found on our blog. If you go to axialracing.com, click on the blog, and go to, in the blog section, I believe it's under Axialfest.
Yep.
So you can find all the class information there. It's very, very, very similar to last year
Yeah.
with just a couple of changes, right?
Right. And then also,
this
I
might be
believe,
one of the changes. There might be a class for this. I'm not sure.
yeah, and also I believe we have on our Instagram, we've been breaking down some of that stuff. I haven't checked the Instagram lately for the Axial Fest, which shame
There
on
is.
me.
Yeah,
Shame
there
on
is.
me.
Yep, there is.
But we're supposed to be posting all that information there as well.
Yep.
One thing I want to bump in here.
Trail.
I'll get there. Thank you.
One thing, Manny said Team DPC
Team
crawled Donner
DPC.
Ski Ranch earlier today. Snow is melting fast. The snow will be gone when Axial Fest arrives. That's great
That's
news.
great news.
I still want a little bit of snow, though.
It
I
would
want
be
a
fun
little
to have
bit.
a little trail
yeah.
in the snow.
Right.
It should be gone because it's what is that? West facing. It gets more
It's
sunlight.
South, I thought Andy always says south facing.
South facing. Yeah,
it's
it gets
south
sun
facing,
for a
yes.
long time,
Right.
a lot more than some of the other ski resorts. So
Yep.
that should happen. So the classes you can find on our blog as usual. The rules you can find those on our blog as well. And like Rich mentioned, there is a new Instagram page called Axialfest on
Right.
Instagram, so you guys can
Follow
go
that.
follow that.
And then
And-
during the event, that's what we'll be posting a lot of the information as well, because there's actually pretty good cell service up there, from what I understand.
Yes.
There's actually a cell tower up there.
Yeah. Yep.
And so you guys will be able to follow us on Instagram and be getting updates, which is maybe when the rock race is going to start, maybe when we're going to be opening up the concourse stuff, things like that. So there'll be plenty of information on that page as well.
I just saw Gerald's comment. He basically said, "Shut up and wheel the 24." So get after it, Rich.
Right. Do you know any mountain biking trails in the Donner area? I've actually ridden quite a few of the trails outside of Donner off the what is it, 80?
Oh, sure.
Is that the highway? And I know there's a couple pretty good ones there. There's the Devil's Stairway or some Devil's Hole, I
Should
think
I bring
it
my
is.
bike?
Dude, it was an awesome ride. It was
I think
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
have to bring my
elevation gain, and it was a pretty big loop, but it wasn't super techy. So that one's actually pretty good. And then I rode another one just outside of Truckee, mostly through meadows with some mild elevation. So if you're not super fit, it's actually a good place to ride.
That'd be cool.
And that one was really nice because it just, like I said, it's just a flowy single
good.
track.
Yeah. I know
a lot
there's
of fun.
some really good rock climbing. If you're a rock climber, there's some really good rock climbing up there.
Oh, okay.
And then also, since we're talking about other activities, there is the PCT that runs right through there. There should be plenty of hikers traveling through the PCT while Axialfest is taking place. So if you guys see those guys, a lot of them will appreciate a water or some sort of a snack handout or something like that. So if you guys are out there and you come across them, just make sure you're friendly to them. They've been hiking for a long time. I don't know the exact mileage at that point, but they've probably been on trail already for a good 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Something like that. They've been trucking along. I know some friends have just crossed past the Wrightwood area, and they're in the Lancaster area
That's amazing.
on foot hiking the PCT. So
Yeah, we were up Wheeling and Big Bear, and we ran into some people. We had
Yes.
parked by the PCT trail, and I couldn't believe some lady from France was there, and there was like 2 people from Germany, and they just happened to meet down at the start. I don't know where it starts in San. Is it like down in San Diego?
It starts in Campo.
Okay.
It's at the border.
Yeah. So and they started from there, and they were just crossing by the sections. Like, holy cow! I couldn't believe those guys were doing that.
Yeah, on foot. I actually
And they just
have
randomly met.
I have a friend's daughter that's actually traversing the PCT right now, so I've been following her on Instagram. It's pretty cool. So I'll just go over some of the sponsors. I don't know if there's any new on the list, but I'm going to read this list off just because we like to do that. We like to appreciate our sponsors. So first and foremost, up on the A is Ultra Shoes. You got your Ultra Shoes?
I haven't got any Ultra shoes yet.
You got to have
give
Ultra
me some.
shoes.
Yep.
Shoes. Ultra 5K is the best in Ultra shoes.
Nice.
I will say that from experience. After that, after Ultra, we've got Canyon Coolers, Castle Creations, Fast Eddy Bearings, Jens Ace, J Concepts, Kicker Audio, KMC Wheels, Night Customs, Mad Media, which I guess is going to be doing some videography or something like that to put a video together, Magnaflow, Pitbull Tires, Proline Racing, Raceline Wheels, RC4WD, RPP Hobby will be there selling hobby parts. So if you guys break stuff or want to upgrade stuff while you're there, go check them out. They'll have a lot of it. Rugged Radios and S-Pod to round out the list so far. We get an updated list, I don't know, every couple of days with new sponsors on it.
The cool part is, it's actually, I happen to be the volunteer to bring in all the inventory, the raffle stuff that's coming into California. I've seen some of the stuff. That's some good stuff. And I'm doing everything in my power to not pick a few things out for myself. I'm being good.
I've got the Rugged Radio box, actually. You can take that back to the shop with you if you want.
Well, if we need to, yeah.
Yeah. Then I don't have to take it up.
Right. Oh, they didn't tell you that you're driving up to Ontario and then you're carrying everything up? My bad. But actually, there's a lot of really cool stuff. I've been seeing some of the things coming in, and we're going to have some cool raffle stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Going to be a good one. So that's the sponsors for now. Like I said, they're always coming in. We're always getting feedback from everybody, getting news updates and all that bit from the guys. So let's see. You've been to 2 Axial Fests?
I've been to, I think this will be my 4th. So I've been to 3 total.
3.
So that's going to be cool. Matt, Christopher, is it natural obstacles or will there be bridges and stuff like that? There's planned to be bridges and stuff like that as well. One of the things that we've got going on and
leave it to Parker
was the Adopt the Trail.
So yes,
and so I'm distracting him now. So
I'm trying to wheel here, dude.
I know. Sorry, I brought it up a little early for Randall. He
Adopt the Trail. No, it's super cool. It's perfect typing. Adopt a Trail is obviously we have vendors that sponsor the rock trails, and then what we're doing this year. New is to try to get the RC clubs a little bit more involved and show how much we appreciate them and let them become a little bit more part of the event. So like in real world off-road wheeling, there's a club, typically a Jeep club or off-road club, that will adopt a trail. And what they do is they help maintain the trail to make sure it's still usable for all the other people that want to go wheeling on the trail. So a lot of times you might see some trail repairs or down trees and stuff like that, and that's all been handled by whoever the Adopt a Trail is. So we started this year.
Ooh, nice save.
Thank you. And we've got, let's see if I can pull out of this one. So I'm super excited to say the first 2 that have responded to the invite or to the request is the 801 RCC group. Those guys have stepped up and said they'll adopt a trail. So what'll be really cool is you'll get your club name at the beginning and the middle and the end of the trail. You'll get a little sign that says adopt a trail, you know, trail adopted by so-and-so, blah, blah, blah.
That's going to be cool.
Which is really cool because we love it. And then the other group that stepped up in real quick was Team DPC. And they stepped up. They're like, well, of course, you know, this is our home turf. We'll absolutely do it. So so they stepped up, which I'm super excited to get kind of a good response. Oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
A good response from those guys real quick. And basically what it involves is we would like you to walk the trail that you adopt twice a day and just make sure that the gates are still there. Please don't steal the gates, and teach people how to wheel, trail etiquette, and report back if there's any major problems with the trail. If there's a bridge that has fallen apart or anything like that, just to kind of help us maintain the trails. And if there's, I made it.
Nice done.
I didn't fall over, did I?
No.
And if there's, dang, if there's a trail clog on the trail, if there's a really hard spot that seems like all the rigs, everybody's standing in line waiting for this one little obstacle, maybe it needs to be modified a little bit. Maybe there needs to be a bypass line or something like that. Or maybe some rocks that were there have fallen out of place and now it's become almost impassable. So we want to give the adopted trail guys the opportunity to go out and make sure all that stuff stays in check. And it really helps us out a lot. If there's 10 to 12 trails, the diggers do a lot of work building the trails. They spend a lot of time up there ahead of time building the trails. And it's a lot of work to maintain them and keep them going. So I'm super stoked. If you guys are interested in any of the clubs are interested in stepping up and wanting to adopt a trail for this year's Axialfest, hit me up. You can find me on Facebook pretty easily. Let me know if you're interested. If you've got some clubs that you think would be interested, let me know. I'll throw the feelers out there and ask a few guys just to see.
Or also message us on Facebook through the Axialfest type
Absolutely.
deal too.
Yeah, definitely through Axial Facebook.
Randall's been kind of driving this point with everybody because he kind of knows a lot of the guys at the clubs. But also, if you happen to have a large group that's coming up, you guys want to give yourself a name, let us know what's going on and how many people you expect and what you guys plan to do. It doesn't have to be a total like, oh, this is our group and this is the only way we've done it. Hey, I got like 6 guys that I go with a lot of places. I mean, we would love to do something like that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already kind of volunteered into helping anyways.
Right.
But that's the type of thing we're talking about. So definitely, if you have any interest in doing that, we'd love it. It's your baby. Go out there, have some fun with the trail, and maintain it so other people can have a good time on it as well. And we'll have your cool logo there.
It's been fun to me. I don't even know all the club names, but I've been trying to learn all the club names that have been at the prior Axial Fests, just because so many people that are out there, and there's so many clubs that have formed that are out there that it's awesome to see all those people get together and come to Axialfest as a big group, and that they enjoy wheeling the trails, and know that they don't like to see the trails get wrecked. So here's an opportunity just for everybody to just kind of chip in and say, we've all helped the event make it the best that it is. So I appreciate it. I look forward to hearing from some other clubs. I met a few of them out at By the Fire event, which was a great event as well. So hopefully I'll get some more.
Cool. My feed went off.
Oh, there was another one. They were supposed to get back to me. It was, no, I can't remember who it was. But anyways.
Cool. If you guys got any questions too, like I said, we've got our phones here so we can actually check it out. If you got any questions. I see a lot of the 801 guys have been on today. Yeah,
those guys are rowdy.
Yep. I don't see much else. Did we hit everything on the list?
We kind of did. Let's see, sponsors, past experiences. I mean, that's all fun.
Dude,
there's a lot to talk about with Axialfest and past experiences at that event, whether it's the year of the bridges at Axialfest or going way back. I'll go back to when it was at Donner before, when it was West Coast Championships and whatnot. And
I went to the first one.
And there was the tunnels, right? And the tunnels were a huge part of that event when you were out there. And if you've never been up there and gone through the tunnels are game-changing almost. I mean, they have a different level of eeriness, and if you really start to think about why the tunnels are there or what they're from and stuff like that, it really makes you appreciate that area that much more.
That's cool.
It's a great area to go wheeling, and
because I went to Donner, I think it was the first one, and that actually we had taken the low-C rock claw tire. We were testing at the time, and the comp crawling stuff was just kind of taking off. Yeah. And back when I was doing the low-C stuff, brought that out there, and It was such a fun event. I didn't even compete. I just went out there to kind of check out what's going on, snoop on Axial and see what's up with them.
Was that West Coast Championship?
It was a
Yeah,
West Coast Championships.
Championships.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was actually pretty cool. So I've been there for that. So that's why I'm kind of excited about going back to Donner, because that's where I started checking that type of event out. And then I got to go do the ones at Cisco and the campgrounds. And, again, you just can't describe, like I've mentioned before in the past, when I was the team manager for Losi, I traveled all over the world. I went to nitro races, touring car races, electric off-road races, all over the nation, and there's nothing like Axialfest. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's so laid back, so much fun. Everybody has the same thing in common. You can have some fun competition with your friends, getting through some tough lines, but it's not like, my heat is this time, my qualifier's that way, my tires blew out, do I have this and that? Go out and wheel, have a good time.
Go out
It's
night
a
wheel.
blast. So if you've never done it, I'm telling you guys, you got to try it. It's so much fun. It's a blast. And I even had fun last year, and we had to work it. So it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I know having Parker back this year is going to help with the trails a lot. And he's very familiar with that area up there.
And he's very enthusiastic.
Very enthusiastic.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, Matt Hoover was asking what happened to West Coast Championships. It turned into Axialfest. It just basically got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it became Axialfest. So that's what happened to it. We just kind of...
and it had that rock crawling competition level only.
Right.
It didn't really have scale adventure wheeling.
Right. So it kind of morphed into...
It just kind of morphed into let's not focus solely on competition and one winner at rock crawling. It became more of, hey, let's get everybody together and get everybody out on trail and go wheeling.
Right.
Just like we do when we go jeeping. It's that same atmosphere of, like, when you go jeeping with a group of guys, you're out there to have a good time and watch them do the lines that they do, and then see if you can do the same lines. But there's not that end all one winner type of environment for the scale trail,
which makes it a lot
but
of fun.
Because we are back at Donner Ski Ranch, there is a rumor that
there might be some comp courses out there. So I'm down to wheel against you. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Is it a shafty or is it MOA or?
Oh, I'm going shafty. It's got to be shafty. I'm old school.
It'll be interesting if anybody's got XR10s still floating around out there. I would love to see them.
That'd be cool.
Scorpions.
Yes.
Yeah. Or the old school AX10 Scorpion.
Yeah. That'd be awesome
if I can get the controller and everything set up for my XR10, I'll be bringing that one.
Right. And one quick reminder too, it's Axialfest. Don't bring your Ascender.
Yeah.
Don't bring your other branded vehicles.
Yeah.
It's Axialfest. Right. Let's have it's to celebrate this brand and these vehicles. I mean, we all have had a good time with these things, so that's what it's all about. I know you're going to have people trying to bring in their other vehicles, and don't be that guy. We don't want to have to call you out. Just don't be that guy.
I think I can't remember if I shared this story before or not, but last year's Axialfest, we went out night wheeling. I think it was like the first night we were up there, and it was all open, and we were out wheeling with some guys, and we were cruising along, and we came across these other two guys that were out night wheeling, and we just followed along like trail wheeling. Let's go wheeling. We were cruising along, and so we started talking to him, and I was like, so where are you guys from? What are you doing? And got to know him and this and that, and then he decided to talk to me about his rig, and he started talking to me about his rig, and it was actually an illegal rig.
Right.
And he's like, so what do you do after 10 minutes went by? He's like, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I work for Axial. And he went, oh, you're not going to let me have this here, are you? And I said, well, no, can't have it here. So funny story, and you should have seen the guy. He went flush as soon as he was like, oh, I'm busted.
We know people like to try and buck the rules and all that type of stuff, but that's not what it's about. It's about having fun and enjoying the same thing everybody else has done. Axials, bring your Axial rigs. There's so many different types of Axial rigs. You're going to get, I'll probably be doing tech again this year, but just seeing the differences in people's styles and types of products they run on them, and but still the common theme is it's an Axial rig. Yeah. And that's what makes it really cool. So come show your Axial rig, show what it can do, show what your style is, what you like to do, and it just makes it a lot more fun. So, and then you won't have your vehicle taken off the trail. I think Randall's get a little crazy on some of that stuff sometimes.
Yeah, Are you
bringing the what is it, the stun gun thing?
Oh yeah, for the zapper for the RC cars.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It will actually it'll just short out your ESC. It's not really a big deal. Just real quick, you just hit it on the chassis rails and it's done.
All right.
It's pretty cool. I don't
else
know.
we
How are we
got
doing
here?
on time? Are we out of time? I just keep.
Minutes in.
How many?
40 minutes in.
Okay. I just keep seeing comments rolling in, so we're just trying to roll through and read and see what they are. But
Yeah, I don't see anything extra here unless you guys, last call, if you guys want to post something, if you have a question that we haven't answered yet. I know we've kind of been going over a lot of this stuff over and over and over, but believe it or not, we still get emails, we still get messages. When is the event? What classes are there? When do we pre-register? We get that all the time, so sorry if we're pounding it in your head, but we just want to get that out as much as possible and then just talk about it. Like I
Right.
said, that's why we have these questions here. So when is the event again?
July. Well, the dates that I go or the dates of the event.
The dates of the event.
So that's the 24th to the 28th.
Right.
Yeah. I just saw my date allocation change.
Yeah,
so I've got a different
we're
one.
going to be there quite a bit earlier. So
Yep. 24th to the 28th of July.
right.
27th on the.
27th, yeah. Sunday the 28th is basically the day everybody goes
Right,
home.
we packs up and gets
Yeah,
and leaves.
so kind of not really a deal there. But yeah, there's just a few days left to register. I think I saw somebody said it was open until June 7th.
Yeah,
So I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't press your luck. If you haven't registered, go register now. Do it. Don't wait around. Don't be that guy.
yeah. I'm going based off what we heard. It's always been the end of the month, was
End of the
May
month.
31st. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
basing it off of. If that's changed, bring it up with Andy next week when he's
Yep.
playing Twister.
Aha. Adam Dean just asked if 801 RCC was bringing Yeti Juniors. I would encourage everybody, if you have a Yeti Junior, bring it.
Bring it.
There is rock racing, and that may include Yeti Juniors.
Right.
I'll be bringing mine.
Yeah,
Um,
I got to get
my
mine.
my Can-Am Yeti Junior.
Yep. And then also the 24 scale.
24
as well.
scale. These are great for around your camp space. That's
Right.
for sure. And your little 20 by 20, you can have a lot of fun with these little guys.
You
They've
know-
been working really well.
I don't know. So I know you hinted at it. Did we mention anything about that being a class?
It hasn't. I hinted at it, but I don't know if Brad and Andy were listening to me.
Oh yeah, because I know what I'd be building. There's so many bodies
mean,
you can put on these things.
Yeah,
That'd be
24 scale
that'd be an
bodies are
class.
awesome. Yeah.
I don't know. Let
definitely.
us know what you guys think. Should we do a 24 scale class for the concourse? And how would you do it? You
That
allow
would be
just
cool.
the hard shell bodies? I mean, do we?
That would be cool.
I think we probably just maybe get one class set up and let everybody bring
Yeah,
all their
just
tricked out
24 scale.
model cars and
S6
stuff.
24s. Yeah.
I think it could be awesome.
Yep.
So
Um,
we'll throw Andy and Brad under the bus and have them give you
There
an
you go.
answer next week.
There you go.
We think it should happen, but hey, we'll leave it to Andy and Brad to make
Yeah.
that final decision.
So what does pre-registration get you? We covered it earlier, but we'll cover it again. It gets you the driver bag. The 2-day gets you 1 raffle ticket.
Right.
The
4
4-day
days,
gets you 2
2.
raffle tickets, and it gets you a sneak peek into whatever is in the box that,
Right. We got
that
a
the
couple
guys back home
announcements.
are building.
We got
So,
one that's going to be our traditional announcement where we'll be showing this new vehicle.
If
and
you want to
then-
see it,
Yep. And then we have the other one, which is only shown to pre-registered Axialfest attendees.
yep.
And we built a pretty cool box. It's been hinted on Axialfest as well to show the box. Have you seen that box yet?
I saw a picture of it.
It's pretty
cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So you
it's-
guys with your cameras and all that stuff are going to try and sneak those in so you can take a picture. It's probably not going to work.
Yeah.
They've actually done a pretty cool box to keep that from happening. So, obviously people will be describing what it is, but they won't be able to get to see it.
Yep.
Only you guys that pre-registered can actually see this thing, and it's
Nice.
pretty cool. I'm really excited. I know these guys are really excited about
Oh
it as
yeah.
well.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
Yep.
awesome. So
Yep. Cool.
I see Todd Hodges there. Hello, Todd.
Hey, watch out now. There's the boss.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I'll just drop the Adopt a Trail plug one more time. It's super cool that 801 RCC has stepped up for that, and it's super cool that Team DPC
Yep.
has
That's
stepped up
awesome.
for that.
Thanks, guys. We
Those two
appreciate
guys,
that.
as soon as I mentioned it, without even knowing details, they were
Right.
very quick to say, yes, we're in. What do we got to do? We love
Yep.
Axialfest. So
And like I said, reach out to Randall, or you can reach out to us on the Facebook, send a message, or
Yep.
through Instagram, message the Axial page, and it'll get
sure.
to the right people for sure. We'll make sure we get somebody in there. Other
Cool.
than that, I think we've kind of addressed everything, right?
yeah, I think so. It looks like we need to cut these 801 RCC guys off anyways because they're They're polluting our thread with side conversations.
All right, guys. I think that's it.
You
Look
want
forward.
you want one last run on the course?
You showed me up already. You killed the line. I just want to make sure everybody's aware that Andy and Brad are going to be playing Twister next week. That's going to be a sight to be seen.
That is going to be rough. That is.
Oh boy.
Well, but does that mean they're one-upping us, or are we better because we had the scale course?
Oh, we got the scale course covered.
Yeah,
I
the
just
scale
can't
course.
wait to throw Andy and Brad on the Twister table and see what happens there.
Are you bringing games to Axialfest?
Yes.
What games are you bringing?
I'm not sure what I'm going to bring yet, but I am bringing a game, at least a game.
Okay.
And my plan is to definitely have a vehicle themed with the gaming theme. I've got some pretty cool ideas.
Oh,
My
cool.
son is a big-time gamer, so I'm going to get some ideas from him, and then I'm going to be hitting up my painter
I just had an idea.
and see if he can hook me up.
Yeah. I will bring giant Jenga.
Oh, okay.
I have a homemade giant Jenga that I'll bring that has been a huge success.
Oh,
And we have
right
a
on.
couple of variations on how we play the game
Oh, right
to
on.
make it a little bit more fun. We've used it at a few of the different races that we've gone to and Jeep
Oh.
events that we've gone to. So
Awesome.
I think I'll be bringing giant Jenga.
Cool.
That'll be probably the go-to game for me.
Right on.
I don't know. What else would be there?
Yep.
What else would be there? Giant Jenga, giant Connect 4. Would that be one? Mini Jenga? I don't know. Did you guys see this? Look, this is mini Jenga blocks.
I was actually thinking of doing a blackjack table, and I'll be the house. I was thinking about that. That's.
That's a moneymaker.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I technically can't do that.
Yeah,
My
that's a
bad.
moneymaker.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I think
So
we're good.
cool. Yeah, man.
I think
I think that's about it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Hopefully you got all your questions answered.
Yep.
And you never know. Maybe you'll see us again. Good luck to everybody at Horizon that's working their butts off at what is that? RC Fest?
RC
Is
Fest.
that what it's
I'll
called?
be there actually for that too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. So if you're actually coming out to RC Fest and you got some questions about Axial Fest, you want to hit me up,
There you go.
I'll be there. Talk
Hit
to
'em
me.
up.
I'm looking forward to it. So
Nice.
anyways, hey, thanks a lot for
All right.
tuning in. And I'm sure you guys will see Andy and Brad next week, unless they don't want to play Twister and they make us
Right.
do it. So
All right.
all right. Thanks,
Laters.
guys.